Hey, what's going on? This is AJ Styles, your WWE champion. And right now, you're listening to The William Barron Show on iTunes and iHeartRadio. And you
I wish I did. Welcome to the AJ Styles hood. Dude, I've been looking for those quite a while.
Yeah, looks like it's made out of like plastic vinyl or something.
Well, and he's just, is he too handsome? Is that the problem here?
I mean, he ain't no Scotty Too Hottie, but no, I'm just kidding.
Scotty Too Hottie, what is that?
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall?
You remember Scott Hall back in like the WWF days?
Oh,
like
no.
a long time ago.
No.
Like, see.
Wow.
Kind of looked like Eric Bischoff if he had hair like mine.
I do have to admit, dude, like, I'm jealous of your goddamn hair.
Oh, stop.
And your beard.
Stop.
Like, I'm beside myself every day that I walk into work and you're like, with my awesome hair.
Well, like people just started saying I had good hair, so I just kept like letting it grow, and I was like, if I got good hair, might as well just flaunt it. But it's actually kind of a pain in the ass to keep up with. I don't get how females do it on a day-to-day basis.
Oh,
I just it's.
But you just do it naturally.
I guess, yeah.
That's your whole.
Yeah, I guess. And the beard, shit. And this started about 2 years ago, and for some reason I started sprouting out like red hair on it, and I'm like, where the fuck? I'm like,
red hair.
Yeah, there's like
really.
Well, so this hairdresser told me a long time ago that there's actually no such thing as black hair. Everybody, if you see black hair, it's actually really, 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 really dark brown hair. The way to confirm it is by just holding it up in the light. You can see like it just gleams brown, like light brown, but you would never notice unless you put it up to like the sunlight. So these are actually really light brown hairs, but they look red. But I don't know, it's weird.
No, dude, you got a full beard, like a full-on beard, and a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Welcome to the William Barron Show. We are brought to you by FixMyGadget.com. You can go to their website, have any device, iPads, iPhones, Google stuff, all that other stuff. What are the phones called nowadays?
Galaxies.
The
Google phone, but that is a thing.
The Google phone. You can ship them to them, and they will ship them back to you for free. FixMyGadget.com. There
you go.
So we outside of your luscious hair.
Stop. You're going to make me blush over here. All right.
The Goo Dolls. Out of all of the things that we could have meshed with, the Goo Goo Dolls, that was it.
Dude, that is one big judge of character for me. Like, when I meet new people, I'm just like, what kind of music do you listen to? Like, let me know what kind of things you like to hear, Sure. It's like I can kind of... I use music like to relate to people for the most part. Like, when I ask people what kind of music they like. Sometimes people will be like, oh, I like everything. It's like, do you really like everything? Like, will you go and play some, like, Diane Word right now and go bump in the corner and then go to, like,
Dion.
Yeah, and then go from, like, to country? Like,
right.
Will you go to, like, some Hank Williams Jr. real quick? Like, like, people always tell me they like all the music, but when I tell people I like all music, I truly mean it. And I'm not trying to sound like a snob or anything, but, I feel a little nervous.
I love the glasses.
So the chain, right?
Yeah, the chain.
So how that came about, I am one for breaking and losing stuff when I like to go out to like concerts and stuff. I just get a little wild. I like to dance, so I'm all over the place. But I lose my glasses a lot. I break my glasses a lot. So I was working actually, taking pictures for, work, and I meet a lot of older folks that are trying to sell their houses, and I just noticed like a lot of old ladies, they always have the chain, it's like, why are old ladies the only ones who get to wear these? Like they just sprout from behind their ear after 60, like, and then when I went and got new glasses, I was just like, I was looking over, I was actually in Lindy's over in Washington, and they had glasses chains just in the checkout, and it was like $2, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab one, and I just started wearing it from there, and just took off, and I just haven't stopped wearing them since.
Pioneer. Like what I can say And I've only known you for what?
It's probably been
2
like
weeks?
maybe like almost a month.
Oh,
no,
all
maybe,
right, all
maybe.
right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm a little bit different outside of work. You're pretty much the same.
Yeah. I'm pretty much. Yeah.
The first time I met you, you were like, "Fuck this, fuck that, fuck shit."
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
bitch."
not. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't really watch what I say a lot, and sometimes, like, if I'm in like a church setting, sure, yeah, if I'm around kids, yeah, sure, but I pretty much just say what comes to my
in
mind.
an adult setting.
Yeah, in an adult setting. Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, a lot of people that we work with, I've kind of already knew since before I worked there.
Okay.
So, my girlfriend here at the time, or right now, her mom's a buyer's agent for an American, and
Sure.
they needed a photographer, and I was like, yeah, I'll fill in for a year, sure. And I mean,
You had no knowledge of photography
no,
at the time.
yeah, I've never even picked up any kind of expensive camera
Like
whatsoever.
You picked up like one of those point and shoot cameras.
Yeah, no,
maybe.
I had
You
a disposable camera. Yeah, no, I had a
disposable.
disposable.
Right.
This thing barely had a flash. So yeah, she, Samantha taught me everything I knew, and within 3 weeks, I pretty much I had it down. Like as far as editing goes, and how to work the camera, use the settings, blah blah blah. And
Sure.
so yeah, I mean, I like to think of myself as somewhat of a fast learner, just in anything I do. Like it just seems like I can pick up on everything pretty well.
Now you're moving to Las Vegas, and before I get to that, I want to talk about where you originally from. Were you born and raised in Peoria?
So no, I wasn't actually. I was raised in Decatur. It's about an hour and a half south from here, but
Sure.
I was actually born in Cebu City, Philippines.
Okay.
So, me being a kid, I was born there. Basically,
What was that like?
I only remember bits and pieces of it, but now I've gone back since then. Like in 2014 was the first time I went back, and now it all started coming back to me, like the smells, like the way my house
We were
looked that I
talking
grew
about the
up.
smells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I had a little stuffed frog that I would always carry around with me all the time.
Okay.
I saw that for the first time, and it just like all these memories came back. I immediately remembered what the inside of the house looked like when I was little. Like my mom was a track star, right? So she had a bunch of medals on the walls. All that stuff came back. The inside of the interior of the house, the way the couch looked, like, dude, it was crazy. But yeah, I was little. I was growing up. I left the Philippines. I grew up there till I was about 2.5, 3 years old, and then my mom actually married a Marine that was stationed out there, and he moved us out to California. Her, me, and my older brother.
Southern California, which
Southern California. We were in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yep, he was stationed out at Camp Pendleton.
That's a nice place to
Yeah.
be stationed at.
Yeah, yep. That's actually
So, your childhood. So you're 2.5. You moved to San Diego, and where do you come to Peoria?
so from San Diego. Like I said, my dad at the time was stationed out in Camp Pendleton.
Sure.
He got a job as a police officer in Decatur. So we moved from California to Decatur. Basically, he just transferred to another base as far as the Marine goes. But yeah, he just transferred from bases and started going to school over at a little school, Catholic school up there, and just kind of from Decatur, I've lived there until I was about 17, and then my parents got divorced. My mom moved out. She eventually made her way up here just to find different work and trying to get out of this place. So I stayed here with her parents that were here. They came from the Philippines back in like 2006, like right when they kind of got divorced. So we stayed here for a little while, but then she eventually found her own path up here. She met a guy, he lived here. She lived down in Decatur. She finally moved up, and then I was basically a little delinquent 17-year-old that my grandparents didn't want to have to look out for, so I moved up here with her and kind of started my life from there as far as Peoria goes.
Well, I mean, with great hair.
Yeah.
Surely.
I kept it pretty short back in the day, actually. No one
Did
ever
you
actually,
really?
No one actually ever told me I had great hair till after high school. But then again, I actually didn't grow it out until after high school. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just, like I said, it is a pain in the ass to keep upkeep with.
What kind of product do you put in your hair?
So
you gotta work at this.
Literally,
this
it's
is a
just
job.
literally it's just coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
You use it for so many different things, and when you
Right.
put it in your hair, like when I get out of the shower,
Coconut oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I get out of the shower, my hair frizzes up and it gets in my face, and it's so annoying. But if you use coconut oil, it like slicks it down. It gets a little greasy, but it's like it slicks it down to where it's manageable. And I hear it's bad to wash your hair every day when you take showers. Like allegedly, yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, not saying it scared me straight, but I'm not, I don't wash my hair all the time now, so it's like I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do as much damage as it's supposed to. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been using coconut oil every day. So.
It's a beautiful day. I heard everybody say the sun shines down for all of us. Just say you know I like the rain. That is so obvious. It's a beautiful sight.
When I had long hair, and I went through the Bon Jovi kind of movement.
Nice.
The Bon Jovi, like the "And I'm wrong, this ain't a love." Yeah, that Bon Jovi hair,
Right,
Not
okay.
the Bon Jovi '80s Bon Jovi,
Right,
but
right.
I was taught, like you should brush your hair 100 times before you go to bed, and I did that.
You
shit.
did do it?
I
Yeah.
did. I did.
It's like, damn it!
I was like, oh my god, like it felt, I don't know, annoying. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Like to brush
To
your
have to
hair
brush your hair every night.
100 times
Yeah.
a night.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
But then again, you do it, and it doesn't get in your face when you sleep, so it kind of helps. But at the same time, having to do it every night is kind of a pain in the ass.
Is a pain in the ass.
It reminds me actually of like the movie Night at Museum when the guy has like the whalebone brush that he's showing Ben
Yes.
Stiller, and he's like, I
Yes.
brush my hair with this thing 100 times a day when I wake up and when I go to bed. See that? That's whalebone.
That's what I am. That's what I was brought up to believe, is that your hair, as long as you comb it, it'll stay.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah.
It'll be fine. We are going to take a break. EJ, thank you so much for being on the show.
Absolutely.
We're going to be right back. Thank you guys for listening to the William Barron Show.
Family setting, you know what
I
I mean?
would not invite you over here to do this show.
Right. Yeah,
The streets turn me inside out.
So to her, thank you.
Everything shines, leaves me empty.
Well, Will, that's all the time we have left for today, so...
What?
I wish I had more material to think of.
No backup?
No.
No.
Oh man, that was enough for me to just kind of break down inside and be like, "Oh, I'm so nervous. What else do I talk about?" I need more practice on that.
All right, and action.
Well, that is really interesting. Well, I'm glad you got to share that.
No.
with me.
From the top.
From the top? Oh man.
Action. I hate. I love saying that because it makes
You need the clip like that.
it
Marker.
It makes it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Action.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is EJ Quill here speaking. My guest today here is William.
What's the
Barron.
name of your show?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the name of the show should be Live and Improvise with EJ. Yeah, we'll go with that. Because we actually don't script any of this stuff here. We just go right into it, and we like to see where it takes us.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I feel like if I were to have a show like that, it wouldn't be like a talk show, I guess. I'd be more of I work for this company, I'm their spokesperson type deal, talking to the masses at 8 p.m. every night until about 11, and showing local talent or something. I'm not sure. Kind of like how. Well, if I were to ever be in kind of like a job field like this, not talking like podcasts, like how you were saying earlier, like what would you be famous for if you were to be famous? And I'd be like, talking to people on TV, I guess. But
I want to be an actor, dude.
yeah,
I want to be an actor.
I'd love to be an actor. I have actor friends that are still going through the process.
This is me acting. See, I can do the vomit, the cry thing. Like I really can, and I will get Boston every once in a while.
Yeah.
After you.
Oh, you want me to break you off a little something? Oh, man. I feel like I'm drawing a blank being on the spot like this, but it's something you need to.
You gotta.
You do have to just jump into it.
You gotta act. You gotta respond.
I know, dude. It's almost like it gives me anxiety, but that's something that you'd have to get over if you wanted to be like that. I guess.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes you gotta rely on another person, and it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, having to rely on anybody pretty much sucks, doesn't it?
I hate it.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, actually. You know what? I don't want to rely on you anymore. I don't need you. My wife didn't need you. We were just perfectly fine without you, mate.
Fun. It's just fun.
Baby's black balloon makes her fly. I almost fell into that hole in your life. You're not thinking about tomorrow, 'cause you were the same as me, but on your knees.
Damn, dude, you have to bring the light.
See? I know. It's like, I need more practice.
All right. Here we go. And action.
So if you were to tell me that you came to this spot thinking you were going to get a deal out of this, I would have told you to go fuck yourself.
Whoa, easy. No, I did not come here. You came here.
So why don't you tell me, are you sinking? Or are you climbing?
I'm climbing.
You climbing.
I'm climbing.
All right. Well, I think we can come to an agreement then.
I can also come in with Ben Affleck if you want.
Well, I mean, we can go a little Joe Pesci if you want to go that way.
Oh, Joe Pesci versus Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. No. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm, ha funny, but
Look, you can do whatever you want, okay? You go ahead and ha yourself. That's fine.
You know what? I might just ha myself. Maybe that's what I feel like doing. Did you ever think maybe you felt like not being Batman? Did that ever cross your mind? Nah?
I thought about it. I did it. And it was a horrible life choice.
Nah, I tell you what, man. You could have went anywhere. You could have done a Daredevil 2 for all I care, but you went with Batman, huh?
Thank you for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe Pesci, what is it like being Joe Pesci?
Nah, I tell you what it's being like. You break into a couple of houses every once in a while. You talk to some important people that could probably put some people off the map, but in the end, you're just Joe Pesci.
You're just Joe Pesci. You're just one of the most successful actors of all time.
You yank my chain. Get out of here.
Hey. I'm just stating the truth. Joe Pesci, right here on the William Barron Show.
Yeah, duly noted.
Can you say the William Barron Show?
The William Barron Show. This is the show I'm on, right here. Now, I really would love for you to meet my friend here.
Ooh. I can't do that hard bossing.
Now, are you sure? I mean, he can get you what you want when you need it.
What's your friend? See, now I'm drawing in.
I didn't even know who my friend was gonna be. Could have been fucking Shrek for all we know.
Hi.
Donkey.
Oh no, you got Shrek in the back. Oh my God, you go Joe Pesci to Shrek. Woo. Whoa, let me talk to Shrek. All right, welcome back to the William Barron Show. We're here with Shrek.
What is this thing I'm talking to? I can't even do Shrek. Hold on. I'll whip out another Mike Myers character for you, though.
Oh, please.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, love it.
Shagadelic, baby.
All right. All right. So, you, Austin, make me want to talk differently, baby.
Well, you know I do have that effect on people, baby.
And I have a quick question. Spice Girls or One Direction?
Oh, Spice Girls all day, baby.
All day.
All day, baby. See, the thing is about the One Direction fellas, they don't exactly tickle my fancy like my mojo likes to feel tickled, but now you go to the Spice Girls over here, and they just make me feel all sorts of randy.
Who's all sorts of randy? Who is your favorite Spice Girl? Austin?
Oh, I don't know them by the names. I know them by their hair colors.
All right. Name them.
I'm a fiery red-headed vampire.
Oh,
That's me.
You're a ginger Spice.
That is me.
Ginger.
Oh, of course, love. Absolutely, 100%. I'd love to dig in those Irish roots, you know what I mean?
And
I watched a lot of Mike Myers movies growing up.
so, when you're in Australia, you have this way of talking. And I know I mix British with Australia.
I do too. Don't even worry. I do too.
I crisscross them
Yeah.
all the fucking time.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's a hard one is Scottish.
Oh, God damn.
That is a fucking
and
tough one.
If I can nail the Irish,
Same.
like I love hearing people talk different.
Dude, me too.
Ah,
Me and my brother went to Ibiza over in Spain, and we were the only Americans there. So we were surrounded by a lot of people from Manchester.
did you take a pill in a bees?
A couple different ones, maybe, but off topic. I was surrounded by a lot of different people, and we were the only Americans there. So I like to think I do a pretty decent British accent. So we were around all these Brits, and they're just like, "Oh, let's hear your version of the British accent." You know, I was talking to them, doing my Mike Myers impression or whatever,
version
and
of it?
you know, I was like, "So what's your guys' version of like Americans?" They're like, "Oh, we're from Long Valley, bro." Like talking about like we're from the Valley and like that's freaking sweet. And I'm like, that's how you guys think of Americans? And like, yeah, like you know, we think of them as people from California talking like they're from the Valley and they're so hip. And I'm like, well, that's California.
So what did you do? Did you win over the audience with your?
So it was basically these two twins that we met that were from Manchester.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Sorry, I know I said the T word, but yeah, these two twins from Manchester.
Hold on, twins. Where? Wait a minute, twins.
Twins. 1, 2.
From-
Twins, Basil. Twins.
From
Manchester, England.
sure,
And yeah, their impression.
and they both spoke like Baby Spice.
They both spoke like this. They had
Oh.
a little spot or two with their crumpets in the morning, and they'd call bed covers, duvets. They
What is a crumpet?
It's like a fucking piece
like-
of biscuit that you
like a-
eat with
like a
that
piece
you
of
eat for
toast?
breakfast.
Like a
Yeah,
toast?
yeah, it's a fucking piece of toast.
It's
It's a crumpled piece of bread. It's a
You're
crumpled piece of
fucking-
bread that you cook and then you just eat it. Apparently, but yeah, I don't know. But I thought.
Oh my
I
God!
thought,
You met twin British chicks.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I want that on my tombstone.
You can have it.
I knew somebody who met twin British chicks.
I'll have to show you a picture at work tomorrow.
What was it like? I mean, like, what was that conversation like? Like, to even navigate through that social structure?
It was pretty interesting, actually, but we got through it. They ended up being some sluts anyway, so I was like, yeah, you guys were cool, but I hope you don't hear this if you're actually listening.
Oh, no.
Georgina and Jennifer, I love you still both. You guys are awesome.
Georgina and Jennifer. Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I have one more episode with you before you go?
Absolutely.
One more episode with EJ before he leaves to Las Vegas.
Absolutely. I would like nothing more. Especially since we live in the same goddamn neighborhood.
And we live in the same goddamn neighborhood, but he's pretty soon to be living outside of my neighborhood in a town that I adore. And I would love to talk to you next episode. Let's talk about Las Vegas.
Let's do it. I will be here.
Thank you guys for listening to the William Barron Show. We are brought to you by FixMyGadget.com.
Sooner or later it's over. I just don't want